I'm here today to share my reflections on a paper published in the Journal of Leadership, Accountability and Ethics, Volume 10, Issue 4, October 2013. The paper is titled Decolonisation and Liminality, a reflective process for research as a cooperative and ethical practice. It is written by North American researcher and academic Dr. Julia L. Buchanan. The paper shares the researcher's journey working with the Blue Quills First Nations College on the ancestral lands of the Cree people at Saddle Lake Reserve in Alberta, British Columbia. The research was focused on exploring Indigenous leadership models. The paper describes Buchanan's journey to understand the complexities of researching with Indigenous communities, of the ethical and cultural social demands, and of her introduction to an Indigenous worldview and epistemology. She shares insights and references on the process of decolonisation and how it impacted on her, as well as the challenge of moving to the liminal space. Most significant is her realisation that decolonisation is not the responsibility of the colonised. To quote, "I assumed that decolonisation was a process for Indigenous peoples. I needed to be willing to engage in this process called decolonisation." The paper is relevant to my research for its articulation of the journey of a non-Indigenous researcher, where the personal and the professional are one when working in the Indigenous space, and of the vulnerability we must, as non-Indigenous peoples, invite and work through. It also affirms the thinking and practice that frames my nominated methods and methodology. Key affirmations include to self-locate as a non-Indigenous researcher in the liminal space, to engage with Indigenous methodologies framed within a commitment to decolonisation, to value deep reflection and action as integral to the process, and most importantly, to privilege Indigenous knowledge within the Western academic model. Thank you.